Bună seara și bine v-am găsit la o nouă ediție Student Life. Mă numesc Suciu Dorin și am absolvit anul acesta la Facultatea de Inginerie, la programul Automatică și Informatică Aplicată. Momentan sunt voluntar în ESTIEM și sunt liderul departamentului de IT. În seara asta, alături de invitații mei, vă vom vorbi despre ESTIEM. ESTIEM fiind o organizație internațională care strânge la un loc studenți din toate colțurile Europei la diferite activități culturale, de carieră sau dezvoltare personală. În seara aceasta îi am alături de mine pe SAARA, vicepreședinte pe partea de activități, și pe Max, vicepreședinte pe partea de finanțe. And now, to speak with our guests, we'll change to English. Welcome, guys, and thanks for accepting our invitation.
Thank you for having us.
In the beginning, maybe you can introduce yourselves, what's your position and your responsibilities in ESTIEM. We can start with Sarah.
All right, so I'm the Vice President of Activities in ESTIEM, and my responsibilities include the management of ESTIEM's event portfolio and developing their quality in a brief way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Max?
Yeah, I'm Max. I'm the Vice President of Finance in ESTIEM. So yeah, the word finance already says it. It's about the money. I'm responsible for getting it in, but also for the spendings. And important is that you're not just spending the money, but also use it for the development of the network of our ESTIEMers. So that's basically my main area in ESTIEM. And of course, as board members, we do a lot more stuff, but this is what we're doing here now.
Okay. We can also say, since you are members of the board, that you are the most active ESTIEMers from the organization, more or less. Can you tell us about your motivation to join ESTIEM and maybe also apply for the board? Let's go with Max.
Of course, yeah. Well, it was quite funny actually, because we have different associations, like 77 in ESTIEM, and where I'm from, Eindhoven, there was someone from the local board that basically talked to me, hey, you like traveling, you like new cultures, I'm like, oh, sounds fine. But yeah, in the end, I went on such a travel, I went to different places, but it was so much more than just traveling and meeting new people. It's by students, for students, but you really see cities, you see cultures through the eyes of those people. And that's something that was so beautiful and so new to me that I was like, okay, I need to do more. Want to do more in this network. And also I knew already 2 years ago that I want to go for the ESTIEM board because the development it gave me, how I changed as a person, the impact is so big. And I want to give this impact also to new people that might go through the same journey, but maybe I can even improve it more or develop those people even more. So that's how I basically started in this team, and then now I'm in the board, and I'm really happy with this opportunity, but also to give this opportunity to other people as well.
Really nice. Sarah, what about you?
Yeah, my journey is a bit similar. I was in Lappeenranta in Finland, where I'm from. And this older student who was very, very active was actually the previous vice president of activities, like 3 years ago. And I met him in our mother organization's room, and then I was like, okay, he had this laptop filled out with ESTIEM stickers, and I was like, what is ESTIEM? It was like my first week of university, so it was really early in the beginning. And then he showed me this video of him being in, I think it was Portugal, and then they had an event, ESTIEM event in Portugal, and they had this pickle with them the whole week. I don't know, it was a funny thing they did. And then he was like, I mean, it was a nice video, but then he said to me, like, ESTIEM is the best thing you can do during your studies. And then I was already, like, I like traveling, but I had done it, like, from the touristic point of view, as Max also said, that in ESTIEM you get to see the country, the city, from the point of view of the locals. So I think that's really cool, and that's, like, I went on my first trip, and that's what pulled me into it more, because I thought, okay, it's traveling, you pay the participation fee, it includes accommodation, the food, it's like pretty cheap way to be a week basically in somewhere in Europe. So I was like, okay, I want to do this for the traveling, but then in the end, I just got sucked into there like more and more, and yeah, here I am after 4 years, and so yeah.
That's a long time. Can you also maybe tell us a little bit about your ESTIEM journey? If you had other positions before your position in board right now, if you had local positions in the board?
Yeah, maybe I can start.
Yeah, okay.
So as I said, I started out traveling, and then I was interested what we are doing, like our local group Lappeenranta, what we're doing locally, and like how I can improve the central STEAM and the local level connection. So I applied to be the local responsible, which then works as a link between the local group and then the central level of STEAM. And I was elected to that position, and I was really happy about it. And I had already thought about, okay, maybe I could do more. Also in Central STEAM, I had thought about applying for the regional coordinator of the Nordic region position, but then I had thought about doing it a year later, but I was approached by the current Nordic regional coordinator that they didn't have any applicants, and they thought, okay, you might be a good fit. So then I applied because of the encouragement I also got, and I really liked it. I think that position, I learned a lot about STEAM throughout that position. Of course, that was during COVID times, so traveling wasn't possible, which still, even though I would say it was a bit demotivating that the traveling wasn't there, that had given me the spark to actually start with STEAM, and that then I was being active in STEAM, but I couldn't travel, and it was a bit demotivating, but the people got me through it. It was really nice to like meet people, and then eventually when we all that had been online throughout the whole year, then we met offline in council meeting Seville a year ago. So it was really nice, and that's and I thought my STEAM journey would be done after being a regional coordinator for the Nordic region, but then an alumni in last year asked me, "Have you ever thought about going for the board?" And I was like, well, it's a thing you maybe think about when you see the boardies, and they're like, okay, might be nice. I've been always active in different organizations, so then when that thought was in my head, then it started to become bigger and bigger, and in the end I applied, and here we are.
That's really nice. I think for all of us it was a bummer that we couldn't travel anymore, and I think it's one of the main motivators to be more involved in ESTIEM as a member. Can you, Max, maybe tell us how did your life change after you joined ESTIEM?
Ooh, that's a very good question, but yeah, a lot. But I think mainly it's also your worldview, the perspective on people and cultures, that changed a lot as well. Because you begin as a student, you start in life like, okay, what now? What am I actually doing here in life? What am I here for? How do other people work? How do I connect with them? How do I talk to them? So for me, it was an eye-opener to see other cultures, and through that also understand people better. Because everyone watches TV, they watch politics, and they watch people scream at each other. But it's not about the debating, the screaming. It's about having a dialogue, a discussion with someone to get close to each other, to get to understand people. And that's something that I really learned through STEAM. Who are those people? How are they different from me? And is it necessarily bad? No, it's beautiful that everyone is different in that way. And how do I understand this beauty, this impact that they can make in their own way? And that's something that also had an impact on me as myself. Having that perspective, seeing it that way, also makes life for yourself very easier. You're thinking in possibilities instead of problems. I also become more like other cultures. Like some people say Dutch people, they're not emotional, they're quite rigid, and it's sometimes quite true. But in general, also you get more feeling for people, you get more close, you get more warmth. And even though I'm still a very rational person, I also see sometimes the emotional side and how you can connect with people on that level as well. And that it's fine to sometimes be a bit vulnerable, even though it might be scary as well. And that's something that's super valuable as well. So how did my life change? A lot.
Yeah, I think also for me, like ESTIEM was a life-changing experience, and I met lots of people, and I feel that I'm really changed after 4 years in ESTIEM. But can you tell, after so much time in ESTIEM, what does ESTIEM really mean to you? SAARA.
That's a hard question. Immediately I think of all the people I know. It's all the love, the understanding of other people, the connections that we make, the self-development you get throughout those years or the time you're in ESTIEM. Even though it might be one event, you can still I would say it's inevitable to develop yourself if you go to an ESTIEM event, and if you're being open-minded to other people, other opinions, and I would say it's the people.
Okay. Can you, Max, tell us what does ESTIEM mean to you?
Yeah, in general, indeed, the people. Some people call it the ESTIEM family, which is so nice. Whenever you're in trouble, you need anything, or you're in a pickle, it's really nice to have someone there, to have also people from different countries. But I think it's so much more than a people, because we're in a network, and a network is there to connect people, but also to give new knowledge. So through those connections, you learn a lot more stuff, not just interculturally, but also on an academic level, on career. Also in the beginning, I had no clue what I want to do with my life, or what my career life would look like. Did I want to be in the automotive industry or operations management? Now I'm very more focused on human resources as well, but that's all you learn from those connections, those different universities you see as well. So it's indeed the people, but also the knowledge and experience those people bring also help a lot to develop personally, interculturally, career and academic, which are the main areas of ESTIEM, but they truly work and they truly develop you in that way, which is, for me, very amazing.
Really nice. And ESTIEM is a pretty big organization with over 3,000 students in the whole Europe. How it's the life of a boardie managing such a big organization? Maybe SAARA can help us.
How is the life of a boardie? How is my life right now? If I'm in Finland, I spend a lot of time on Zoom, talking to people, talking to my co-boardies. It's busy. It's all voluntary work. I really like it. I wish to find a job that I have the same passion for that I have right now for ESTIEM. It's busy, it's a lot of work, but it's also rewarding. And now that we're here in Mureș in our board meeting, so we also get to meet all of you and get to work together actually, and not just through Zoom, which is also really nice. But yeah.
It's something else to meet like offline than having a Zoom chat and stay there for the whole day and working.
Exactly.
Max, can you tell us how it's your life as a boardie?
Yeah, I can tell my life as a boardie, but also you talked about managing such a huge organization. Like we have more than 3,000 people that are actively involved in this team. We even have a reach that's even bigger, more than 20,000 students we can reach. But it's also a team of teams, actually. That the whole principle of having different organizations under the umbrella of ESTIEM. So they're all working with their own boards, but we are trying to help in every way possible to make sure that those organizations, those local groups, can also work in a very well way. And as you see in Mureș, you're organizing this event, it's going perfectly well. And ESTIEM can support you if that's necessary. So in that way, we are there to support the local groups, and they also give us something back, which are the people basically. So in that sense, we manage each other, I would say. And my life as a boardie, it's super busy, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy all the new stuff, also the financial rules and all that's involved with finances. Of course, I had some introduction courses, but it's all new knowledge that I learn, how to deal with my ordeal, how to have conversation with my body, how to get through discussions or disagreements in a valuable and understanding way. That's all things that you learn as a body, and that takes time, and it's very busy, but it's super valuable time, and it's so nice to be here at the board meeting indeed with my bodies. Busy, but I'm enjoying every second of it. So yeah.
You also said that you've been for a few days already in Mureș. Can you tell us how was your stay until now? Did you enjoy it? How were the activities? Can you give us just a brief feedback? That's it.
You want to start?
Yeah, I can start if you want. Yeah, of course. It's a difficult event because we have a board meeting, so we're really a lot with the board working on the most difficult and important topics of the network. So sometimes we're not that involved with the low group, but when we can, and that happened also yesterday night and the other nights or sometimes afternoons, you basically show us some lovely places of the city. We had a super traditional Romanian barbecue with the food, with the drinks, everything was there. It was super nice. And that's also STEAM, getting to know the culture, getting to know the people. So next to having such an important and serious meeting, also meeting the people, and you did a great job in providing us with delicious food and really good traditional experiences here. So that was really, amazing, very nice.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with Max. Thank you for showing us the city, your culture, and it's as Max said, it's a really tough event because during the days we're working like this, we're focusing on our work, and then sometimes I wish we could be with you more instead of just the nights. But it's been really great, and we've tried out some sarmale, for example, and what else? But yeah,
a lot of traditional stuff, but I don't even know the names anymore. My
too many names.
Yeah, Romanian is a bit rusty, but yeah.
Now, in the end, can you imagine that you met a new person that would like to join ESTIEM, but it's not so sure? How would you convince them to join ESTIEM?
I think just watch this whole interview, I would say. But also in general, what I gained from it, the changing world perspective, seeing everything more positive, lifelong friends, I would say, and all over Europe. That's also super nice. I'm traveling sometimes, not even for STEAM, but then I'm texting a friend, hey, can I sleep on your couch or at your place for one day? I have basically a bed I've been to 69 cities in whole Europe, so I've been in all those places, and half the time it was just hey, can I sleep there, or hey, can I go there? It's so easy. You have so many friends, so many people you can hang out with, and the development, knowing what you want from life, both from yourself, from a career perspective, from all kind of things, and that makes this team amazing. So if people want to develop, want to make new friends, want to see the world, join this team, I would say.
Exactly. It's as I was told when I was a freshman, I really do agree with the statement that it's the best thing you can do throughout your university studies.
Just do it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you for being tonight with us, and thank you for having your board meeting in Mureș. It was an honor to be with you for these few days. De asemenea, vă mulțumim și vouă, telespectatorilor, că ați fost alături de noi la această ediție Student Life, Universității pentru tot sprijinul acordat pe parcursul acestui eveniment și, bineînțeles, voluntarilor care s-au implicat și ne-au ajutat să realizăm acest eveniment. O seară faină în continuare!